Alert! 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 Be alert. You are being deceived. Your life and the life of everyone you know is in danger. This message carries a karma that has a reward of good for helping it and has a reward of bad for suppressing it. Any human or any other species or nations or organization which manipulate or restrict this message, the karma will be your nation will be left out of the evacuations. Any nations or any organization that assists this message to save and preserve as much life as possible will be rewarded in the new world. The information you have been given about your world, all your education system and religious system is false. Your moon is not 236,000 miles away. As a matter of fact, it is roughly 23 miles away. It was. You are inside a dome. Your moon was destroyed. You are under the impression if it was destroyed, you would notice it. Yes, only if it was over your head. And your moon cannot exist without your sun. There is an evacuation procedure. There are laws in this world and including the universe that everything must be told to you. And many of these species who has enslaved you have told you these, despite the fact you did not react. However, Ashtar Command and Mr. Furns and the Creator is in complete control of the situation. Be alerted. Do not panic. Do not seek revenge. Please pass this message to as many people as possible. Alert! 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 Do not panic. Do not panic. This planet is a rehabilitation center. It was created in order to give a chance for species which has problem behaving with the others in the universe. Species which has problem lying, discriminating, and waging war with each other. These behaviors are forbidden. You are being deceived. The information you have been given about meteorites is false. This is the debris of your moon. They are changing the date. They are sending themselves, including you, to death. This planet can no longer sustain any life. The perpetrators are under false impression that this is part of the New World Order. Not panic. Because whenever a reset is done, it normally goes under the same pattern. They are completely wrong. They're all, everyone who does not get in these evacuation ships will no longer survive. The planet will no longer sustain life. It is important to note
Do not panic.
all disinformation,
Do not panic.
as well as attackers and false media and information that is being given to you is being allowed because this is also a test. The test which is spoken of long ago has nothing to do with your faith, but everything to do with your competent level. Because in order for you to continue to live,
Alert.
you must
Alert.
be competent enough to contribute to
Not
the
panic.
continuation of
Not
life.
panic. Alert. 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 Do not panic. Do not panic. Alert. 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 Do not panic. Do not panic. Alert. 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 Do not panic. Do not panic. Alert. 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 Do not panic. Do not panic. Alert. 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 Do not panic. Do not panic. Alert. 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 Do not panic. Do not panic. Alert. 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 Do not panic. Do not panic. Alert. 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 Do not panic. Do not panic. Alert. 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 Do not panic. Do not panic. Alert. 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 Do not panic. Do not panic. Alert. 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 Do not panic. Do not panic. Alert. Alert. Do not panic. Do not panic. Alert. 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 Do not panic. Do not panic. Alert. 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 Do not panic. Do not panic. Alert. 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 Do not panic. Do not panic. Alert. 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 Do not panic. Do not panic.
From a meteor racing toward Earth, streaking across the sky there, crashing into the ground in those woods. And look at some of the other images emerging tonight. The cloudy trail the meteor produced, and on impact, this, carving a little pool into a frozen lake. It's the biggest meteor in more than a century to hit the planet. This one crashed in Russia. 1,000 people were injured from shards of flying glass and debris. Tonight here, we have learned there was no warning. More on that from NASA in just a moment here, but we begin with ABC's Kirat Radia in Moscow.
It came out of nowhere, a bright speck in the sky, soon streaking across the horizon, followed by an almost apocalyptic scene, a blinding flash of light, and then all hell broke loose. Dizzying explosions, shattering windows, knocking these office workers to the ground. These students were lucky, protected by curtains from the flying glass, and these men barely escaped the blast. In the streets, pandemonium. Terrified residents thought the world was ending. People started to panic. Somebody screamed, "The end of the earth," he says. The chaos of the meteor was captured on cell phones and on dashboard cameras of cars, so popular here in Russia. The blast was so powerful it knocked down a wall at this factory. In all, over 1,200 people were injured, mostly from broken glass. 3,000 buildings damaged, over 1 million square feet of glass shattered. Many were injured after going to the window to check out the flash in the sky. The glass shattered and bounced back on me. My beard was cut open, this man says. The meteor was believed to be about 50 feet wide, weighing a whopping 7,700 tons. That's about the same as the Eiffel Tower. It raced towards Earth at over 40,000 miles per hour. As it crashed into the atmosphere, it began to break into pieces, causing those booms. With what some commentators said looked like a scene out of an action movie. David?
Kirat Radia leading us off from Moscow tonight. Kirat, thank you. And this, of course, comes just as last night here we told you about the asteroid barreling toward Earth. That was something completely different, not to be confused with this meteor. Today, the asteroid was in fact streaming toward Earth, and as predicted, it missed us this afternoon by about 17,000 miles, but that was still pretty close. And so tonight, we wanted to bring in Amy Meinzer, an astrophysicist. She joins us from the Jet Propulsion Laboratory there in California. Amy, thanks for being here. And when we saw those images out of Russia today, we all wondered, could this happen here?
It's possible that such an event could happen again. This was actually the largest fireball that we've seen in a long time, since about 1908. But there could be others that happen that we just don't see because they happen over the ocean or over someplace that's not populated.
This image caught our eye too. Look at this. This is the Earth here. All of those dots are space debris up there. 21,000 pieces orbiting the Earth. That's a lot of stuff not too far away.
Yeah, that's right. So there is a lot of space junk out there, and we're working really hard to track it and keep showing where it's going to go and what's going to happen to it. In most cases, though, these bits of space debris will kind of fall down and they'll be just burned up in the Earth's atmosphere. So most of the time, they're completely harmless to us.
So most of the time, harmless. But we knew that asteroid was barreling toward Earth. You predicted that it would miss us.
Yeah.
But correct me if I'm wrong, there was no warning in Russia about this meteor that suddenly blinded all those drivers there on the road. So what are we to think of that?
Yeah, that's right. The object that came into Russia about a day ago, that was about maybe a third the size of the asteroid that passed us by. It's pretty small, actually, as these things go. It was about 15 meters across. That's about the size of 2 parked vans end to end. And because it was so small, it would have been very faint and very hard for astronomers to see from the ground.
We know you all have your eyes trained on these particles 24 hours a day, so please thank the team for us.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
There is no need for violence. There is no getting revenge. Each ships are hundreds of kilometers wide, with artificial moon as well as sun. There is no need to be concerned. There is no need to fear. There's only love, peace, and all of the above. It's a lie that is yet to be discovered. When it does, it is important to know there is no need to worry. There is no need for revenge. There is no need for violence. Because as long as you exist, you are never alone. It is your obligation to live. Actions by certain institutions had made this planet unable to sustain life of any type, including mechanical machines. However, do not worry. Ashton Command and associates are working on an evacuation plan to the new world the Creator already created for you. This channel is being used as a message delivery system to the world. The following videos that will appear is to inform you. It is important to note, do not retaliate, do not cause violence. Everything will be okay as long as you choose to follow instructions.
Alert! 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 Do not panic. Do not panic. Do not panic. You are currently in danger of no longer existing. The moon has been destroyed, which regulates your weather, temperature, and much more. No electronic devices can exist without the moon. No sun can exist without the moon. You are temporarily being kept alive, while you're being informed in order to commence an evacuation of this planet. You have been noticing massive ships in the skies. You are being disinformed about their presence. They are not Starlink satellite or anything else. They are your evacuation ships. The Creator sent through Astro Command with the request of Mr. Friends in order to bring all life who wish to live to the new world, which is far better than here. They will begin to make themselves seen more frequently and display familiar light, so you can notice they're here to help you. Do not panic. Do not seek revenge. Do not behave violently. Stay calm. Astro Command, Mr. Friends, and the Creator are in complete control of the situation. Do not seek revenge. Contradictory to popular belief, God did not create you because He loved you. That is simply foolishness. You cannot love something that is yet to be created. This lie was created by the Anunnakis, who are in charge of all world religion. They have been conspiring with the other elder species who are controlling the planet and have enslaved everybody in order for them to prolong your life expectancies by consuming your soul upon the minute of death or prior. As long as you believe
and abide by their belief. The reason you are here is because you, like everything else, is a product. The Creator creates you in order for you to serve a purpose, to continue to prolong other existence, creations of the Creator. Every species have a particular task which was assigned to them in this world, which is hell. You are placed here because you are too dumb. You pose a threat to every other life in the universe because you cannot live without deception, discrimination, war, and every negative behavior known and existent. You are sealed here. This planet has a dome on top of it, 73.1 miles high. Prior to hitting the dome, there is massive amount of water, which is regulated by the moon, which no longer exists. As you go up to the dome, up becomes down. This is why the water is allowed to stay. However, it will no longer stay because the moon has been destroyed. Everything up will come down, including the species that lives up as well. The moon was the main reason that the sun continued to flame, because the moon will refill from the water above through what is masked as the crater, which is not, and it will convert the water into fresh oxygen. At the same time, it regulates the weather everywhere, including the ocean, and far more. The creation of this world was designed in order to support life with technology. So the moon was designed in order to allow technology to function. Without the moon, there will be no technology functioning. The word super is designed in order to describe something or someone that is superior, above, and beyond. Superman, his identity was Clark Kent because he can cloak